Hello, everyone. This poem I want to bring you today is called Pride. And this poem I wrote after I had had an experience watching a video, and I just noticed something that went through my head. And in this season of where I feel like I keep finding these beautiful, like little breadcrumbs of God's design in my life and what He wants for me, I found that He also shows me things about myself that are poisoning me. And so this poem is about that. And I will go into it further after I read it. I hope you enjoy. This one's called Pride. I was once a boy, and love did not fill my joy. It was the things that made me feel better. Now I realized the decay in this header. I see now, thanks to his teachings, that this was an improper way to see things. For I grew angry towards my brother when I felt he was unlike the other. But then Scripture had come to mind, showing the things God wanted me to find. Matthew 21 says, "For you have heard, do not murder, or you will be judged. But I tell you, those who have contempt towards their brother or sister will be subject to judgment." In this I understood the dirtiness under my hood, and so I will sweep out the mud and replace it with meaning, for it is my season of cleaning. That's the poem. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, this one's about. So I was watching YouTube, and I guess before I go into that, I'll tell you about just one line or two lines. It was the things that made me better. Now I realize the decay in this header. And when I say I realize the decay in this header, I'm talking about the title of this poem, which is Pride. So I'm realizing the decay in my pride and in what I see fit as another person. So I was watching a YouTube video, and it was going into discussion about earlier teachings. It was a Joe Rogan podcast, and it was between him and a man named Wes. I believe it's Hurst. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was really fascinated by what was being said. But the video was being presented by another one of my Christian brothers, and he was pausing the video and putting his input in. And when he would pause the video, I would get really angry. And that anger would be directed at my brother. It would be directed at this man who is just putting his opinion in. And because I was like, well, you're not Wes. Stop. Like, I want to hear from this guy who's capturing my attention in this moment. And so God showed me, like, look at this anger you have towards your fellow Christian brother. For what? For what? Are you greater than him? And so the poem I proceeded to write after this was Pride, and recognizing that in my life I haven't let love fill my joy. I've let other people's recognition of me being better fill my joy. I have let being better than somebody in something fill my joy. And that has led me to decay. That has led me to death. That has led me to pain. And that has led me to not really being able to feel joy. So, I pray we can all let go of wanting to be better than everybody. Sit with our gifts and recognize that other people have them too. And theirs are just as great as yours. So, as always, God bless. Peace out.